Hey, what's up, Rockstars? Welcome into the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Today is Sunday. It's November 25th, 2018. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving on Thursday, Black Friday if you went out shopping or over the weekend. And I hope you guys stayed safe, got some deals, bought some people some presents, maybe treated yourself, and just had some good times with your family, your friends, whoever you spent Thursday and the weekend with. So this week will be the last final week of November, and back to normal, back into December, back to work, back to everything as usual. And we'll have some great videos out for you tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through the week. Also, for Cyber Monday, which is of course now, if you guys want to pick up any of the books, the fashion guide or the electronics guide, I've made them all $5. The fashion guide is $250 of the best brands, styles, items to buy if you're a clothing seller. Or if you're on the electronics and Apple products and small hard goods and small items, that one is 125 items. They're both $5. I'll link them both below. You can grab those. And if you want the entire bundle that includes the Poshmark for Beginners, social media guide, and 3 additional bolo lists for a total of over 500 items that you can buy and sell now during Christmas into January when people have those gift cards to spend that they're going to get for Christmas. The entire bundle is available, which includes those first two for $25. Again, I'll link all 3 of them down below, so make sure you don't miss out on those for the Cyber Monday deals. They've been available since this week, and I'll put them down there for you guys to enjoy. Now, on to the story. I must have gotten 1,000 messages and emails, not really, but dozens, about this story of a storage unit find, because of course I went out and bought a storage unit last week, and I'm going to try to buy some more this week or next week. And somebody found $7 million+ in a safe, in a storage unit in California. Incredible. They spent like $500 on this storage unit, and they actually bought it from the auction company that is featured on the TV show Storage Wars. I think his name is Dan Dotson. And it's like American Storages or something. You know, the bigger guy, kind of gray bearding type thing. He's on Storage Wars all the time. And it wasn't any of the TV show people that you watch, but it was somebody that attends those storage units. It wasn't filmed for the show either, unfortunately. But it's getting a ton of press, ton of news, because he paid $500 for the unit. It had a safe in it. They ended up getting the safe open, and there was over $7 million. There was like $7.5 million inside. Now, what's crazy is what ended up happening to the money. And this is where I want you guys to express your opinion down in the comment section below. They ended up hiring an attorney after they found the money. The original storage unit owner ended up getting back like $6 million and leaving the person who bought it over $1 million, $1.2 million, $1.5 million, something like that. And which I'm going to show you the story in a second. But the reason is crazy, or what we think the reason is. They gave him all the money back because they were fearful of where the money came from. Would the money possibly be dirty? And who might come looking for that money? Now, here's my problem with all this. I'm going to show you guys the story, and here's my issue with this. After I show you the story, I'll give you the whole breakdown of what I think happened and why I have a huge problem with this. Okay, so there's Dan and Laura Dotson. You guys probably recognize these two from the Storage Wars show. The unit was sold for $500. It contained more than $7.5 million, and the guy that bought it for the $500 ended up keeping $1.2 million. So they've owned that American Auctioneers storage, unit auction company since 1974, and it's been on TV since 2010, which is about right. I moved to Florida in 2005, probably around 3 or 4 years after I moved here, like maybe 08, 09. I started buying storage units, and by 2010/2011 is when I pretty much stopped, maybe up until 2012. Because that is when it went on TV and the prices went through the roof, and that's when I started selling cell phones and doing other things like live auctions. Anyways, it was posted on their Facebook page, which you can go and check. And they have it's facebook.com/Dan Dotson. I'll link it. And they tell the story, it was a safe. The original owners, via a lawyer, got in touch with the guy that bought the unit. I don't know how, and I think it's ridiculous, and offered $600,000, but they doubled their reward money to $1.2 million. I'm sorry, but if somebody like that went through a lawyer, they must not be, too gangster or illegal, and I would have declined. I would have said, not interested. I'll be happy to give you $600,000. I'm not taking $600 or $1.2 million. It's your loss. You lost the unit. Too bad. throw all the bad karma my way. I'll get rid of bad karma for $7 million, $7.5 million. So anyway, she tells the story. I'll link this, and she says, Laura Dotson, that is, says, it's not all that uncommon. They moved away. Perhaps a person went to jail. Who knows what it was, but it happens all the time. No, Laura, $7.5 million does not show up in a storage unit all the time. Do things like a motorcycle or a couple $1,000? Yeah, absolutely. But $7.5 million? Absolutely not. It does not just show up all the time in an empty storage unit that somebody lost. So good effort there, Laura. Perhaps the whole story is BS. Maybe it was made up. Maybe it doesn't exist. Who knows? But I definitely want to hear what you guys have to think down in the comments section. Okay, so after seeing that story and seeing that they gave the money back and hired an attorney and all this, two things come to mind. When I buy a storage unit, anytime I have ever bought a storage unit, I'm under the impression and under the rules and the law, at least here in Florida, I don't know how it is in California or across the country, maybe somebody can comment on this, maybe somebody's a lawyer who's watching this, or a storage unit owner, employee, worker, whatever, they can't give the original owner that I bought the storage unit from my information. So if you get a storage unit and you decide to stick $7 million in there and you default on the storage unit for whatever reason, and I buy that storage unit, you don't get to have my information. That's like a invasion of privacy act. So my question is, if I bought a storage unit with $7 million, even if I thought that money might have come from a drug dealer or illicit gains or maybe a criminal activity, you know, wherever it came from, whoever had that money is never going to find out who I am or that I'm the guy that bought it. Now, there are ways to find that out. He could bribe the storage unit. There's 100 different possibilities. But by law, they should not allow him to find that out. And he's out $7 million. Too bad. The second problem I have with this is, even if there was a way legally, and maybe it is in another state again, I don't know, for him to get that information, and I'm talking about the guy that lost his $7 million in a storage unit, and he finds out that I have a $7 million, I'm not just going to voluntarily hand you back $6 million. If I'm fearful that you're some drug dealer, gangbanger, criminal, mafia, mob mastermind, I'll pay money with my new $7 million for a house behind a gate with security. No, I don't want to look over my shoulder, but that's a whole lot of money to use for protection. And I certainly, if we got to the point of negotiations of, hey, I'm going to hand you back $6 million because I'm a good person, a lot of people are going to give me that morally karma thing. You know what? Listen, if you forgot about your storage unit and I bought it and it had $7 million worth of clothing in it, and I had to do the work and sell it, would you still think I was morally wrong and bad karma if I didn't give back all the clothes as opposed to just stacks of hundreds that were $7 million? To me, it's finders keepers. I'm in this for business and business only. You went to jail. You forgot about your unit. You died. Your family died. Your family went to jail. Whatever reason caused you to lose that storage unit with $7 million, I gotta tell you, if I knew there was a storage unit that I owned and had the rights to with $7 million in it, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that would stop me from making sure I emptied that storage unit out before I defaulted, or that I would ever default on that unit. If I owed a few $100 on it and I had to go tell someone, hey, pay the $500 I owe on this unit and I'll give you $1 million, I'm still going to be up, right? So whatever that reason was, it's your fault, and I don't have any sympathy for you. You should have dealt with it. And you know what? People lose money all the time. People don't deal with stuff all the time. People get cars and houses repoed and foreclosed that have, you know, equity in them. And it's too bad. You should have handled your business as a grown adult. And even if I did get into that negotiating stage with them, I might have said, hey, listen, I feel bad for you. You know, I'll happily give you back some of the money, but I'm keeping the majority of it. You know, here's $100 grand. Here's for your time. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad person. I don't know. Put in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, what you would have done, how you would have handled it, and would you have been scared? Would you be looking over your shoulder? Would you have hired security? Would you have given him the money, kept the money? I want to know. I'm turning it over to you guys, so please use that comment box. If you've never commented on one of my videos before, now's the time. Do it down below, and I will respond to as many as possible. So anyways, I thought it was an interesting story. A ton of you sent it to me. It was all over the news. It's blowing up, and I think it was interesting, and it was a perfect lead-in from the fact that I bought a storage unit last week, and I'm going to be buying more of them this coming week. Hopefully, I'm going to buy one with $7 million in it. That'd be awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to pick up your ebooks, either the fashion guide, the electronics guide, or the entire bundle. They will help you. They will help you find items to buy and sell, make more money, add inventory to your store, and ultimately you can't go wrong with $5, right? So until next time, until tomorrow on Monday, we have a busy Monday, so the video will be up late tomorrow night, probably 9, 10 o'clock. I'll see you guys then. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you again so much for watching. Bye, guys.